Hello, Mid-Michigan, once again. Yes, myself and Adam Gursky are right back on it for you. Some middle school football here on this Saturday afternoon in Beal City as the 4-1 Aggies host, 4-0 Aggies host Saginaw Valley Lutheran. If I call them Saginaw Lutheran Seminary a couple times today, yeah, the SVL, the SMLS, I get them goofed up every once in a while. We're in Beal City coming to you live from the Barberry Law Studios built by Konwinski Construction for our second dose of Aggie football, or Aggie middle school football on the season, I should say. And didn't have a whole lot of our GI Tech pregame show, so we just kind of got rolling here last minute as we kind of decided, hey, let's do this game last minute earlier today. And I thought about it last night, but boy, what a battle it was up in Clare as Ogama Heights outlasted the Pioneers 41-34. And we're already underway. Here comes the opening kick. It's going to be fielded by Beal City at the 25-yard line. Turn man looking for some room. He'll get up to about the 34. It's Brody Weber on the return. Again, Beal 4-0 coming to this game. Saginaw Valley Lutheran at 3-1. And you talk about maybe a favorite here today. Well, Beal City Middle School football, I think it's 33 in a row that they have now won. And so to not put them as the favorites would be a whole lot of disrespect to Thomas McCann and the crew and all those youngsters out there. And so hard not to call them the favorite, in particular when you're led by Grady Gatrell. The game we saw earlier this year, he had 5 touchdowns, and he's got a whole lot of size. He's got an arm out there that you're not going to see a whole lot in high school football. As I say that, Aggies looking to go to the air here on the opening play and going really long. Weber out there goes right through the wickets at the 30. Or pardon me, that was Josiah Thielen with the run out there and could not quite come up with that one. But it was a nicely thrown ball from Grady Gatrell. And again, you just see it right there. There's not a whole lot of middle school quarterbacks who are going to be able to sling it 25, 30 yards down the field. That was a good throw. Sure, Thielen's going back to the huddle, giving them, my bad on that one, guys. I'll get it next time. When you do that on the very first play of the game, it's really going to open up a whole lot for your running game. Now they're going to come out, full house backfield or the T, whatever you want to call it, lined up behind Gatrell. Quarterback goes under center, hands it off. It's going to be a short run out to the 41, 42-yard line for the ball carrier. Picking up decent yardage on that run was Jax Latham for the Aggies. And bringing you a little middle school football action here. We will have the Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. We'll talk that Bill's custom fab fabrication of the game. But just a little something extra here for everybody in the Mid-Michigan area and our sponsors because we appreciate the support so much. Line up 2 wingbacks, 1 fullback in the backfield as Gatrell goes under center. The near side wingback is Thielen. They hand it off to Jax Latham. Latham looking to get the edge. He's got to turn it inside. It's going to be brought down at the 45-yard line. Bring up 3rd down. We'll call it 2.5, 3 yards. Actually, pardon me, it's going to be 4th down. That was 3rd down, but that will bring up 4th down. I guess, yeah, you had the incompletion, a couple runs. See if Beal City decides to try and go for it here. If they will punt it away, we'll stand right now by Saginaw Michigan Lutheran Seminary. And they are coming up to the line as they will go for it. Going under center is Gatrell here on this 4th down, and we're going to call it 4. They will snap the football. They hand it off right up the middle, and it's a big 1st down run for Alden Zion. It's a big carry up for the big back Zion. You'll see him line up at tight end. You'll see him line up all over the place, but that time they want a little power running game, so they give it to the big man, and Zion does the job. So 1st down yardage for Beal City, and kind of a risky situation there. Beal City goes for it on 4th down. Very rarely do you see a 4th down conversion in your own territory on the first drive of the game. Tight formation once again with the 2 wing backs. They send Latham in motion. They fake it to him. Now looking to go downfield. Gatrell sees a running lane, so he's going to take it. He's got 1st down yardage, and he kind of stumbles his way for another 5-10 yards. And you see the long stride of the tall 8th grader Grady Gatrell there as he picks up extra yardage. Yeah, if you hear me say Cam Gatrell or Drake Gatrell a couple times today, Drake Gatrell, the older brother of Grady, and Cam is Bops. Aggies huddle up now. They've got 1st down and 10. at the Lutheran Seminary the Valley Lutheran 33-yard line. And we don't have the Valley Lutheran roster. Do have a few of the names out there that you're going to see running, carrying, catching the football, but we're mostly going to be sticking with Beal City names here on this Saturday afternoon. Set a man in motion. It's Roggenbuck. They look to pitch to him, but it's on the ground. Smart play as he dives on it. Beal City looking for the trickery. So we're going to go from Roggenbuck to Thielen on the reverse. There was a little bit of a fumble there. It wasn't a bad pitch from Gatrell. Just looked like a little mishandle out there. Maybe a little early morning jitters here for these two teams, for this team, Beal City, because if they do win here today, they will be in the championship game later this fall at Northwood. Play coming in the sidelines, Coach Gatrell. To Grady Gatrell. Coach Gatrell ready for basketball as soon as football season's ended. Full house backfield again. Second down, caught 15. Fake the handoff, looking to go downfield. And there is a man open, dropping it right in the basket and making the catch and going into the end zone is going to be Gross. We do have a flag coming down. It could be for a late hit after the Aggies went into the end zone. Waiting to see the official call. They do look like they're maybe walking it back, and it is going to be a hold. Again, did it occur after the catch? Because the flag was thrown way downfield. It was a great throw from Gatrell, and just a beautiful fingertip catch from Gross as well. The penalty is declined against Saginaw, so it's going to be first and goal for the Aggies. Seventh play of the drive coming up. They now picked up 3 first downs. And after that first series where they had to pick it up on fourth down, they've been rolling. Great throw from Gatrell. Or actually, the TD is good, and so they're out there for the extra point now. Pardon me. Gatrell going under center. Full house backfield behind him once again. Handoff now. Gatrell looking to run. He's going to be hit in the backfield and brought down. So the 2-point conversion will be no good, but it's already 6-0 Aggies on the pass from Gatrell to Cam Gross. I mean, kind of a non-traditional broadcast here, I'll call it. So bringing you some middle school football on a Saturday. We'll do everything we can to get in all of our sponsor spots, but we'll thank them here on the live reads as well. And I do got to give a big shout. Bryant Family Farms. They are open today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., so still for a little bit longer. If you want to go get your mom a mum, get some pumpkins, get that setup going for Halloween, go stop by and see Ben and the crew at Bryant Family Farms, and they will hook you up. Also shout out to Bryce Updegraff, Braden Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, Block Electric, The Diner, All Seasons Fireworks, Isabella Bank, Hanging by a Thread, Barry Funeral Home, Mid-Michigan Industries, Boomers Lawn Care, and all of our friends who make it possible for us to bring you all the high school sports here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. And lots of action from last night as well. So Clare fell to Ogama Heights. Beal City was a big winner over Lake City last night. 52-8 was the score there. Clare again fell. Ithaca stayed undefeated, besting Hemlock 51-0. Kick is going to be mishandled a little bit at the 11, 12-yard line. Return man looking for some running room. It's going to be brought down by a host of Aggies at the 25 or so yard line. More scores from varsity football last night. And Ithaca beating Hemlock 51-0. Shepherd fell to 1-4. Midland Bullet Creek bested them 24-0. Mount Pleasant blasted Bay City Central 49-6. They're now 3-2 on the year. Harrison stayed undefeated, besting St. Louis. Sanford Meridian picked up their first win on the year over Beaverton. McBade stayed undefeated as they bested Houghton Lake. We'll continue to talk about those as we go on. But here comes the first offensive series for Valley Lutheran. They're going to be in the I formation. Look, to hand it off up the middle, and there is no running room for the ball carrier. He stays on his feet and tries to reverse field, but a host of Aggies are now there in the backfield. Alden Zion, Grady Gatrell among the crew, and it's going to be a 5-yard loss on the first play for Valley Lutheran. About 3:30 coming off that drive for the Aggies. Now Lutheran starting their own 20, now backed up to their own 15-yard line. Second down, and we'll call it 18. So they had at their own 22 or so, not necessarily their own 20. The running back was able to get away from the initial attack, then reversed his field, and a great job of swarming to the ball by the Aggies, bringing down the ball carrier in the backfield. Pitch, looking for some running room to the outside. Gatrell giving chase. Latham's going to turn him back inside, and Gatrell is there for the tackle after a pickup of maybe 6 or 7 yards from Emmett Richardson on the carry for Valley Lutheran. So they're going to come up 3rd down and 10 here on their first series of downs. And watching the pregame, we didn't see Easton Elliott go to the air to Jackson Lewinsky or Parker Norton a whole lot. So we'll see if they got something special queued up here for Richardson to try and get him to the open field, see if he can pick up this long 3rd down. You know, Beal City, when they went for it on 4th down, were near midfield. You flip the situation here, I think Valley Lutheran would definitely have to punt the ball away as they're at their own 22. But then again, what is the punting game like for your middle school squad? If you're not going to punt it but 20, 25 yards, maybe sometimes it's better off to go for it. Valley Lutheran does pitch it to Richardson, turns it back inside. There's a host of Aggies there to bring him down. It's going to bring up 4th down, and we'll call it 8. It was Gatrell, maybe McBride in on the tackle. So defense for Beal City Middle School been just as impressive as the offense. Defensive starters for the Aggies: Cam Gross, Landon Hatter, Brody Salisbury, Alden Zion, Parker Shaner, Easton McBride, Talon Gottliber, Grady Gatrell, Bauman, Thielen, and Roggenbuck. Here comes the punt from Valley Lutheran. Again, as I say, how much are you going to really get out of the punt? It's going to take a bounce back towards the Beal City, or pardon me, Saginaw Valley Lutheran territory. And I think there is going to be a late hit coming on Beal. Might not be the greatest one as the play was still live, but I think it might be some unnecessary roughness because everybody was just kind of letting that play go, and then there was a big hit at the last moment out there. But it's a 3-and-out for Valley Lutheran. 6-0 remains the score. Beal City will get it back with 4:02 left to go. And it will be a personal foul going against Beal City. Again, this is kind of a strange one there. It wasn't necessarily a late hit, but it wasn't a needed hit. So everybody was just kind of letting the play go to down it. And one of the Aggie players laid the lumber out there. Weber Brothers, Sawmill Timber, J&J Auto Collision Report. But it just wasn't necessary. And so I don't mind that call by the official. So the Aggies will have it now, not in Valley Lutheran territory. They'll have it at their own 48-yard line. It took them 6 plays to score on the last down. They did have 1 4th-down conversion, but the very first play of the game was almost a touchdown with Gatrell to Thielen. We'll see if the Aggies go to the air here on 1st down once again. Man in motion is Jax Latham. They're looking to run the reverse once again. They get it to Thielen. They got a couple lead blockers for him. He's got one guy to beat the edge. He gets by him. Now into the open field. He's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line, the 30 of Valley Lutheran. And a nice play. You see why the Aggies wanted to get that one in early. They must have saw something with the misdirection in this Valley Lutheran middle school football team. And it was a big hole for Thielen as he came around the edge. Gatrell also with a lead block out there. You love to see that from your quarterback. And so the Aggies already in Valley Lutheran territory at the 30. Again, they win here today. They are in the championship game at Northwood later this fall. One more game with Oscoda next week. And he's coming back up to the line. One play. 2 weeks, they got a bye week next week. Jeff Holbein there and let me know that information. Still learning a little bit here about the whole middle school football action, but it's been a pleasure being at the first game and another beautiful day here on this Saturday to bring you some more middle school football action. Alden Zion in the backfield with Gatrell lined up in the shotgun this time. He wants to go to the air. He pump fakes. Now he's in trouble. He's going to go down in the backfield. Stays on his feet for an extra moment to try and fight away, but he won't be able to get away. Nice job by Valley Lutheran closing in on that one. And I'm also going to credit the decision of the quarterback to kind of eat that one as well. Wasn't a whole lot out there for Grady Gatrell. He's got the ability to zing it in there if he needs to. Aggies huddled back up. There's 3:08 left to go here in this first quarter. Aggies lead at 6-0 after the opening touchdown drive. Now backed up for the first time. Drive number 2, 2nd and 15. The Valley Lutheran 35. They will They went 3 and out first time they had the ball. 2 guys going in motion. That's going to be a flag. Latham and Thielen both wanted the football that time. That's going to back the Aggies up 5 yards. And Chris Bachman, I'm Gursky here with you on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, bringing you some middle school football action on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. CMU at home today, taking on, I believe, San Diego State. Big wins last night for our Mount Pleasant teams with Beal City, Sacred Heart, and the Oilers. A big shout out to Mount Pleasant Public Schools, one of our sponsors here, and they're hiring bus drivers right now with paid training as well. Man in motion is Roggenbuck. They fake it to him. Now they fake it to Thielen. Either that or Gatrell saw it wasn't going to work out, so he keeps it. He now has the outside edge and turns it upfield. 20, 10. The athleticism of Gatrell just takes over on that play for the 40-yard touchdown run. What happens when you have like a D1 athlete playing quarterback and you know it already in the 8th grade? He takes a broken play for a 40-yard touchdown. They faked the pitch. He wanted to go to Thielen kind of right in front of him, maybe Thielen hiding behind the offensive line, but there was a Valley Lutheran player already bearing down on him, and so Gatrell knew he had to keep it, took it out to the far side of the field, maybe got away from 1 or 2 tackles, and then he hit the afterburners, and that long stride went 40 yards in a hurry. And so the Aggies into the end zone again. 12-0 the score with 2:38 left to go in our first quarter. They're going to line up to go for 2. Now everybody's ready, including the officials. Latham lined up at wide receiver to the right of Gatrell. Zion in the backfield, lined up at running back. Send Latham in motion. Man in the backfield is going to bring down Gatrell. He's still able to throw it, but it's going to be incomplete. 12-0 will remain the score. And we'll take a break here in the first quarter to hear from our friends at Bryant Family Farms and Barberry Law. When we come back, more Aggie Middle School football. They lead Valley Lutheran 12-0 here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. For grown and Mid-Michigan moms, visit Bryant Family Farms in Shepherd. Moms love mums, so show your mom some love with Bryant Family Farms. Bryant Family Farms also offers maple syrup, pumpkins, beef, goats, and fresh-cut flowers. With you-pick, bouquet arrangements, and subscription flowers. Show your mom some love this fall with Bryant Family Farms, 3.5 miles south of the casino on South Leeton Road. Visit BryantFF.com or call 989-304-1200.
Hey, Rowan, want to toss the ball around?
No, thanks.
A quick game of chess?
Maybe later.
Want me to teach you to ride a bike?
Papa, we did all that when I was little.
I guess you're right. Marbury Law's kept me so busy, time has just flown by.
There is one thing, though. You got any cookies?
Thought you'd never ask.
Let's head back to the action on the...
Welcome back inside the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Missed that kickoff there. Officials moving fast here on this Saturday morning. But when you're working on a Saturday, I guess I can't really blame them. Valley Lutheran, their second possession, 2:33 left to go here in the first quarter. The Aggies scored quickly on that last possession. Only took them 3 plays, 40-yard TD run from Gatrell. After he had a TD throw to Gross on the first drive. Now it looks like it's going to be a penalty. It's going to back up Valley Lutheran. And the hold here, still first down 10, but decent return. Now going to be negated as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And Beal City wins here today. A bye week next week, then they take on Oscoda, but a win here would guarantee themselves a shot at the championship game. It would be Sunday, October 20th, over at Northwood University. Shocker, a pistol look, 2 running backs in the backfield. Nowhere for the ball carrier to go. In on the tackle was Talon Gottliber for the Aggies on that one. Trying to find some room was Emmett Richardson once again. Seems to have some speed. One time he's gotten to the outside, but a run up the middle is not working out very well on these first 2 series for Valley Lutheran. And big shout to our sponsors, Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, All Seasons Fireworks, along with our friends at Schaefer's Bait and Sporting Goods, Boomer's Lawn Care, Bill's Custom Fab. We'll talk about that Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game throughout, and might be an early play with that 40-yard touchdown run from Gatrell. They look to pitch it, but the ball's on the ground, and the Aggies look like they have recovered it. And it will be first down and 10 for Beal City. It's Gunnar Manny coming up with a fumble recovery. And so just 2 plays, and Gunnar Manny, if you heard it over the loudspeaker there, hit home runs. He was actually in the Little League World Series Home Run Derby in Pennsylvania this summer. So the fumble is going to keep the score 12-0, and Beal City in business with the ball at the Valley Lutheran 14-yard line. There's still 1:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Aggies huddled up, ready to go here again, possibly take a commanding 3-score lead here in this first quarter. And Valley Lutheran has only ran 5 plays. 3 and out, and a quick fumble. Thielen goes in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Now looking to throw kind of like a counter screen play, but I think it's going to be pre-movement again from a couple of the wingbacks from Beal City that's going to back things up, and we're going to do first down over again. Grady Gatrell trots to the sideline for the play. Thomas McCann, Sam Safer, Seth Schaefer, and the crew. And 33 in a row, I believe it is now, for this Aggie middle school football team that they have won. They do mark off the yardage. First and 15 now for Beal City. It's a 21-yard line. Clock continues to run here. Again, middle school football, I imagine that's just the way it goes. Thielen in motion. Fake the handoff to him. They're going to look to run the same play. It's set up nicely. Catching the screen is Zion. He's going to dive towards the first down. We'll see where they mark it. It will bring up second down for Beal City. But a great play there, and that could be the final play of our first quarter. Clock starts to move once again. Aggies are going to have to move in a hurry if they want to try and get this playoff. I will believe that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be about third down and 3 or 4 for Beal City. If they pick it up, they'll be first and goal inside the 5-yard line. The Aggies lead Valley Lutheran 12-0. It's middle school football on a Saturday afternoon here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, just like our student athletes, they bring it. If you need sand or gravel, they bring it to you with fast service and a great price. For all of your sand and gravel needs, call Central Michigan Sand and Gravel today at 989-382-7089. Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, a proud supporter of our student athletes competing for their schools. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant.
Back to the action on the Mid-Michigan.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 12-0. Aggies with the lead. And a big shout to Cam Gatrell, his son Grady Gatrell, out there killing it. Yet, if you hear me say it a couple times, and basketball coach here at Beal City, rocking the Mid-Michigan Sports Network hat wherever I see him. Got to give him some love for that. Appreciate him being a billboard for the brand new Mid-Michigan Sports Network. I'm just going to kind of switch sides of the field here, and Beal City will come back out this third down, and we're gonna call it 2 here. Gatrell, 1 running back behind him, 2 wing backs. Looks like it's Thielen. On the far part of me, it's Latham and Thielen. It looks like the fullback is going to be Alden Zion for this third down and 2 here at the start of the second quarter. The Aggies already lead at 12-0 over the Valley Lutheran Chargers. Aggies 4-0 coming into this game. Valley Lutheran coming in at 3-1. The Aggies can secure a spot in the championship game at Northwood October 20th with a victory here today. Pitch to Thielen, looks to get that outside edge. Turns the corner. He's going to be upended at the 1-yard line. He's brought down, but it will be first down yardage for Beal City on the play. Thielen's just got that speed. You want to get him the football in some open space to see what he can make happen. He was able to turn the corner there just enough to pick up first down yardage for the Aggies. Thielen now get himself a break. Roggenbuck coming back in to replace him. And big love to Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, J&J Auto, Konwinski Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, ENS Graphics, and GNS Mechanical. Angie Latham, big supporter of the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, also big supporter of all things Beal City. I believe she is in the concession stand right now, hoping to catch her son maybe running a little jet sweep here for a touchdown from his wingback position. It's Jackson Latham. Man, jumping off sides for Valley Lutheran, and it's going to be a quarterback sneak, and Gatrell powers his way into the end zone behind his offensive lineman. And it is now 18-0. Gatrell with his third touchdown of the first half. He's got one throw. He's got 2 running TDs. And more push-ups ahead for the Beal City girls. And the Aggies look like they're going to come back out and go for 2 once again here. 18-0 our score. 9:13 left to go in the second quarter. We have full house backfield. 3 running backs back behind Gatrell as he goes under center. And the Aggies are lined up tight. No wide receivers out there. Handed off to the up man, Alden Zion, the initial running back on the triple or quad option, whatever you want to call it, with the 3 running backs back there. And he takes it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Now 20-0, Beal City with the lead. We'll take another quick break. Be back with more middle school Beal City football action here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to the action, and a little flubber kick right there. Valley Lutheran doesn't jump on top of it, and it is Beal City football after the kickoff. Again, the officials working very, very fast here. And so it will be a recovery by Mr. Thomas Holbein. It's going to be first down and 10 for Beal City. They'll get it right back. 20-0 with the lead, and we're looking at another quick running clock here for Beal City football as they get I don't even know what I want to call it. I'm just going to call it an onside, but it wasn't necessarily an onside. But nonetheless, it's Beal City football at the Valley Lutheran 38-yard line. Their last drive started at the Valley Lutheran 14. This one starts at the Valley Lutheran 38. If you're the Chargers, you come into this game at 3-1. You're expecting to put up a fight, and all of a sudden, you're down 20-0. And the Aggies got it back. Gatrell goes under center. Zion lined up at fullback. The 2 wingbacks are Latham and Thielen. Gatrell might have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. Sends Latham in motion. Fakes the handoff to him. Now he wants to throw, but there's a player in the backfield immediately. He gets away and still somehow gets off to throw to Zion. Zion gets away from a defender. He's going to have first down yardage brought down at the 24-yard line, but Grady Gatrell was dead to rights in the backfield. He somehow got away from the defender. not quite desperation Eli Manning style, but he got away from him, threw it over to Zion. The throw looked dangerous when it happened because there was a defender bearing down. Zion caught it, got away from the initial defense, and then he was into the open field. It's first down and 10 for Beal City at the Charger 21. We've got a timeout on the field from Valley Lutheran. We'll keep it right here. A good timeout right now from Valley Lutheran because this is kind of game point right now. You're down 20-0 already. There's 8:22 left to go in the second quarter, but you're at the point where you can't give up, but you can't give up a score here. Otherwise, you might just be donezo. And you haven't really been able to move the football. That's why it really, really hurt that they gave up. Again, I'm not going to call it an onside. It was probably a 25, 30-yard kick, but it just took kind of a Beal City bounce and allowed the Aggies to run down and recover the football. Great hustle from Holbein to get down there and get it. Now first down and 10 for Beal City at the Valley Lutheran 21-yard line. Breaking the action here. Give me a moment to run through some of our scores again from last night. 4-1 Clare fell to now 5-0. Ogama Heights 41-34. Beal City blasted Lake City. Sacred Heart beat Vesterberg. Ithaca beat Hemlock. Shepherd beat Midland Bullock Creek. Mount Pleasant bested Bay City Central. Elma fell to Freeland. Harrison beat St. Louis. Sanford beat Beaverton. McBain bested Houghton Lake. Everett bested Manton. Midland beat Traverse City West. Midland Dow fell to Traverse City Central. In 8-man football, Portland St. Pat's beat Breckenridge. Montebello beat Merrill. Fulton beat Morris. And Farwell fell to Pinconning. Shotgun look for Gatrell. Lined up next to him is Alden Zion. Got three wide receivers stacked up to the right. Now they're going to run it the opposite way. Gatrell's got to get away from one man. Makes another guy miss. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5 or 6. But it was a lot of work to pick up those 5 or 6 yards. But Gatrell will take it. Bring up second down, and I'm going to call it 5 for Beal City at the Charger 15-yard line. 7:55 remaining here in the second quarter. Aggies all over the Chargers, looking for, I believe, their 34th win in a row here in middle school football action. Gatrell comes in with the play. Little time now in the huddle discussing something, maybe something special drawn up here from Beal City. They're going to stay with the same 3 wide receivers stacked to the right of Gatrell with Gross, Thielen, and Jax Latham. Zion lined up in the backfield with the quarterback, Gatrell. Only 3 defenders over there with those 3 wide receivers. They did run it kind of the weak side here, to the left, where they've got Zion as a possible lead blocker for Gatrell if they want. Now they're going to throw it quickly, and wide open is the receiver, but it was a little too quick of a throw from Gottlieb that time. He was wide open. Gatrell snapped it, knew he was going to be wide open, so just threw it right down the field. He could have waited for another moment or two. Gottlieb turned on that one. I don't think that was really anybody's fault, but a really nice play design right there, though. So there was that extra couple seconds in the huddle. You wonder if Beal City saw something, say, hey, if we come out with that same formation, we're just going to pop that guy out for the pass. Third down and 5 for Beal City. 7:09 left to go in our second quarter. They already lead it 20-0. Already 2 turnovers for Valley Lutheran. 1 on a fumble, another one somewhat on an onside kick. Gatrell flushed. He's going to have to run this one to his left. He's going to have first down yardage brought down at the 6-yard line. And again, there it is from Grady Gatrell. There's not really a whole lot going on, but he's able to use his feet, create some space, pick up a first down. And then he's also just one of the bigger players out on the field as well, one of the stronger players out on the field. And so when he gets to that second level, he's really able to put his shoulder down and pick up a couple extra yards if need be. Saw that a lot from Connor Lambert last night from Ogama Heights football. Clare would do a great job. They'd get their hands on the big running back after 2-3 yards. Then he would end up falling forward for that extra yard, that extra 2 yards, that extra 3 yards. And it just continues to add up as the game goes on. First down and goal from the 7 for the Aggie offense. In the backfield will be Latham, Zion, and Roggenbuck. Gatrell goes under center. Lined up at tight end is going to be Gottlieb and Gross. They hand this one off. Roggenbuck looking to get the edge. He's going to dive towards the end zone. Did the ball cross the plane? They're going to say no. He is down at the 1-inch line. The way he got upended, it looked like he was able to reach that ball over the goal line. But when you're up 20-0, you're not really going to say a whole lot if you are Coach McCann, because things are going your way. There's a time to let the referees know you think they made a mistake, and there's a time not to. The time not to is when you got a big lead. Same formation. Zion in the middle. 3 running backs in the backfield. Next to him is Latham and Roggenbuck as Gatrell goes under center. Hand it off up the middle, and nowhere for Roggenbuck to go that time. I believe he stood up right at the line of scrimmage, so it'll now be 3rd down. And if you're Valley Lutheran, this is the that Lloyd Christmas Dumb and Dumber moment. So you're telling me there's a chance right now we do have a player down on the field for Valley Lutheran. Take a quick injury timeout here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. When we come back, it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1 for Beal City right after this.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top-quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan.
Welcome back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. I bad my main man Sean Powers for cutting him off. 3 running backs in the backfield for the Aggies. Going under center is Gatrell on this 3rd down. They're going to look to throw it back over. Wide open. Cam Gross for the touchdown. Nice little misdirection right there. And it's another TD pass for Gatrell. He now has 4 TDs here in this first half. 2 on the ground, 2 through the air, and it is 26-0 Beal City. That play, essentially 6 plays or so against Bachman's unofficial stats. You never know how accurate they are. That was essentially back-to-back possessions for Beal City as they scored, had the little flubber kick that was recovered, and then were able to take it into the end zone. It's now 26-0 Beal City, 4:45 left to go in the second quarter. Now he's looking to move to 5-0 and secure a spot at middle school league championship game at Northwood, October 20th. Time to be announced. They do make it to that game. We're going to do everything we can to be over there for that. Gatrell looks to run in the 2-point conversion, and he is in. 28-0 Beal City. They missed the first two 2-point conversions, but then they get the last 2 2-point conversions. We'll keep it right here as they get set up for the kickoff. Shout out to some of our great sponsors like the official embroider of the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, Dina and the crew hanging by a thread. Coming to you from the Barberry Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Gates Drawing and Service, halftime report up around the bend. That Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game. I'll talk about it all game long, and it's going to be hard to overtake the 40-yard touchdown run from Grady Gatrell. Because, again, I'll say, I believe that was just pretty much on a broken play. And the young man was able to take it to the far side of the field, get into the open field, and stride it out, that long frame, 40 yards to the house. Kicking off for the Aggies is going to be Brody Weber. Back deep to receive is going to be Emmett Richardson. And it looks like Nate Werfel out there. Decent kick from Weber. It's going to be fielded at the 35-yard line by an up man. He's going to take it out to the 44 before he is pushed out of bounds. We do have a late flag coming in. Now, if that's a late hit, again, it might be a little early on that flag, but they have been consistent. If there's anything after that whistle, they're going to throw the flag in the air to make sure that there's nothing unnecessary happening. It will be An unnecessary rough is actually going to be a face mask. It's going to be going against Beal City. So 1st down and 10 for Valley Lutheran. And if you're going to do something, it has to start right now. The score is 28-0. We're already here in the second quarter. Every time Beal's had it, they've been able to move it easily and get into the end zone. Valley Lutheran has only ran a total of, let's see here, 5 plays. Went 3 and out, then fumbled on their second play. Then they didn't have a possession. It was back-to-back possessions for Beal City. Maybe the Aggies jumping off sides here or somebody moving up front from Valley Lutheran will do this 1st down again. It'll be offsides going against Beal City. It's the most positive play of the first half for Valley Lutheran. Does come via this penalty, but hey, you'll take it how you can get it. Shout to WW Construction, Ogwai Banka and Bradley, Gross Farms, Brad Gross Electric, Shavers Bait and Sporting Goods, Rick's Food Center, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, Boomer's Lawn Care, Berry Funeral Home in Shepherd, and Sean and the crew are friends at Mid-Michigan Industries. 1st down and 5 now for Valley Lutheran, and they've got it in Aggie territory with a couple penalties. See if they can make something happen here on this possession. It's going to be a pistol formation, 2 running backs in the backfield with the quarterback. Hand it off to Richardson. Richardson's going to be hit near the line of scrimmage and brought down for a short gain. It'll bring up 2nd down. But if you're Valley Lutheran, you've got yourself in a good situation here, starting at the Beal City 39 after that face mask penalty. You have the penalty on 1st down. Should be an easy series to pick up that 1st down. A couple more handoffs here to Richardson. See if he can just move the chains for the first time in this ball game and make something happen. Valley Lutheran quickly back up to the line. The Aggies, a whole bunch of guys standing up towards that line of scrimmage, not necessarily a whole lot of down linemen. Handoff does go to Richardson. He's going to fall forward for a couple. See if it's going to be 1st down yards or not. The officials kind of giving it a look, and they are going to give them the 1st down. It's Valley Lutheran with their first down of the game. They will move the chains here. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in our second quarter. If it's anything like high school football, it'll be 35 in the running clock in the second half. Beal City would love to get the football back one more time and have that running clock as soon as the second half starts. Pistol formation once again. They send a man in motion for the jet sweep, but the snap is fumbled by the quarterback. Getting into the backfield, getting credit for the sack will be Eli Bauman. Just nowhere for the initial quarterback to go. So I'm going to bring up 2nd down and long. Yeah, I feel like that one was on the quarterback. Snap didn't seem terrible. Quarterback trying to make something happen before he could really get going. Then we'll talk about a bunch of stuff. And our halftime report brought to you by Gates Drilling and Service, including our front runner for the Zaid Batchelder Baller of the game. But, you know, when you got 4 first-half touchdowns, Grady Gatrell, going to be tough for it not to be him as he makes a play in the backfield as well. Gatrell jets into the backfield, blasts Richardson. Nowhere for the ball carrier to go. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a mile for Valley Lutheran. 2:02 left to go, second quarter. Quick timeout for a shoe tie for Beal City. And is there going to be a timeout or no? The officials have signaled for a timeout for Beal City. I haven't exactly seen it yet, and the coaches not acting like they necessarily wanted it. And they're still out there on the field. Coming back in with the play is Elliott. So here we go, 3rd down and 16. If you're Valley Lutheran, you got 2 plays to pick this up here. I'm not necessarily thinking I got to get 16 here. I'm thinking let's get 7 or 8. Maybe we'll see them try to go to the air here on this 3rd down and long. Do we have 1 wide receiver split out wide? Elliott goes under center. Richardson lined up. Back of the I formation as tailback position. He'll get the pitch. He's got to immediately turn it back inside, and there was nowhere for him to go. It's brought down for a loss of maybe 2 or 3, and again, in on that play is Grady Gatrell. Now we do have another timeout coming from Beal City. Looking to stop the clock. And again, I don't think they want to huddle up or anything. They just want to stop the clock so they can get the football back. And actually, we will have everybody come to the sideline now. It's going to be 4th down and 23 for Valley Lutheran when we come back. Well, I guess we're going to keep it right here. But it's been all Beal City here in the early going. Grady Gatrell, 4 touchdowns here in this first half. A touchdown throw to Cam Gross on his first possession. Second possession was a 40-yard touchdown run. Third possession, it was a 1-yard touchdown run. On the fourth possession, it was another pass for Mr. Grady Gatrell for touchdown. And a 2-point conversion. It's a nice little misdirection to complete that. So actually, he ran that in. The TD throw was also to Mr. Cam Gross as well on the misdirection. Then he ran in the 2-point conversion as I try and replay things in my head here, which can be a little bit scary. Back deep to receive the punt is Thielen. But again, if you're Valley Lutheran, do you punt it here? I guess you have 4th and 17. I don't even know if your quarterback's going to be able to sling it that far down the field. Again, that's no hate. You just got some young guys out here. Beal City is very fortunate to have an athlete like Cam Gatrell to play quarterback. And they are going under center. Thielen is lined up deep in case they don't go for it, but they do pitch it to Richardson. He's brought down immediately in the backfield. Big play from Cam Gross. Grady Gatrell also in the backfield. So you take number 10, you take number 20. What they have done in this first half has been fantastic. Gross has made some big plays defensively. He's also caught 2 TD passes from Gatrell as well. And the Aggies are back out there offensively after the turnover on downs. It's decent field position once again, not quite like they had it the last 2 times. But they got a chance to go up 30-plus here going into halftime. 1:35 left to go. See how aggressive this Aggie team gets with this big lead. Have it at their own 48-yard line. You know, with the throwing ability of Gatrell, it just changes a whole lot from what you need to do defensively if you're any middle school football coach. Shotgun look for Gatrell. He's got 1 wide Latham split out. He's got 2 running backs, both of them lined up to his left. I think we're going to see Gatrell run this one to his left with a host of lead blockers. Actually, never mind. He's dropping back, looking to throw. They fake it one way. They fake it another way. Now Gatrell is going to run at the last moment. He wants to hold it up to throw it at the very end, but he can't do it. It wasn't a bad play. Josiah Thielen ended up streaking downfield at the last moment, and Gatrell saw it, wanted to pull back and launch it downfield, but the Valley Lutheran defense was bearing down on him too fast. That will be another timeout, I believe, from Beal City, their final timeout. There's 49 seconds left until our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. We will keep things right here for the time being. Thanks to more of our great sponsors like J&J Auto. Haven't talked a whole lot of J&J Auto collision report here in this first half because it's just been kind of easy sledding for Beal City here in this first half. Let's be real. But there still is a second half coming up. And if you are this Valley Lutheran team, you know there's going to be no give up in them. They're going to come out and continue to fight. And that's just one of the great things about high school football or middle school football. You just learn to fight and fight and fight even when bad things are happening. Like I said, you're down 28-0. Could turn into more than that in halftime. Well, Valley Lutheran still has to come out here and play a second half. A lot of times, that can be more difficult than losing a job and many of the other things you're going to have to deal with life later. Shotgun look, 4 wide receivers this time. You don't see that a whole lot if you're Valley Lutheran is spread out like this. In particular, a quarterback that can throw it to any part of the field. Gatrell takes the shotgun snap. He drops back, looks to throw. He's rolling to his right. He's going to sling this one deep down the far side, and it's caught! Wide open is Thielen. He scampers into the end zone. All alone for the TD. It's going to be a 51-yard TD toss from Gatrell to Thielen. And it's all Aggies now in this one. And Gatrell has 5 first-half touchdowns. Woo! 39 seconds still left here in this first half. Beal City will go for 2 here. Again, that's something you're just not going to see a whole lot of extra points in middle school football unless you got that guy who's maybe planning on being a Division I kicker. Back in my day, the size I had, I should have started kicking when I was in 3rd, 4th grade. That'd probably been the way I would have contributed to the Shepherd football team back in the day. Going to be a T formation called full house back behind Gatrell. So he goes under center. He's going to run this one. Now he pitches it to Thielen. Thielen's got to beat one man to the edge. He'll get there. The 2-point conversion is good. 36-0 Beal City. We still have 39 seconds left to go here in this first half. What a fantastic game being played right now by Grady Gatrell. The man has 5 touchdowns on offense. He's done pretty darn well on defense. Going to take another quick break. Be back with the final 39 seconds of this first half right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway. When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiders for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools.
Back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
And here comes the kick. This time it is fielded by Valley Lutheran. That is where they will start their own 38-yard line or so, I'm going to call it, here on this next possession. They've only got 39 seconds to go, and it's already 36-0 Beal City. Aggies middle school team been just as dominant today as they have been all regular season long. So they're 4-0, looking to move to 5-0 and guarantee themselves a spot in that middle school league championship game over at Northwood on Sunday, October 20th. Got a Gates Drilling and Service halftime report coming up. Quick recap of everything here. Then we'll have This Week in MHSA Sports with John Ross. I'll kind of run down what's coming up next week on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network and what happened last night with our local high school football. I formation look. Once again, they want to hand it off to the up man, but Easton McBride is right there to bring down the ball carrier. He's going to pick up a maybe 3. Not a bad play on first down from what we've seen so far from Valley Lutheran just to get that 3. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. A first half just absolutely dominated by Beal City. They lead it 36-0. Time for our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
The Gates Drilling and Service halftime show is coming up right after this.
Jenna Gates
and Kyle Gates here. We are the 5th generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Welcome on into the Gates Drilling and Service halftime report here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 36-0. Beal City on top, just kind of all over Saginaw Michigan Lutheran Seminary right now. And when you got an athlete like Grady Gatrell, it's just tough to stop. And he's just also got some great size out there for Cam. He's also got some great size out there for a middle school athlete as well. And so we're actually going to make his dad put on the headset with me and talk for a couple minutes, because if you've joined us for this first half, it's been a whole lot of domination for this Aggie football team. And so me kind of running back that drives and everything. I don't know how much good that's going to do for everything. And Cam, I think people want to hear a little bit about you, of what those battles were like growing up with Drake and Grady playing, whether it's basketball, football, base. Probably didn't matter, did it?
Oh, it was always fun. They both like to compete, and, you know, and they make each other better every day. They're best buddies, though. They have a pretty neat connection.
Yeah, I'd imagine Drake is still the older brother. Still probably takes him to task with a few things, but just, you know, Grady. You know, the one thing you and I have joked about. You and I stand next to each other. We're the same size. Grady said you got some family that's been a little bit taller. He just kind of has that size, and it just shows out here in this middle school game when he's able to carry that football a few times, doesn't it?
Yeah, some kids grow early and some kids grow late, and you know, and I hope he continues to. I don't know. I always tell him just be a good person, you know. But it's fun to watch him compete. All these kids, they're all playing hard, and these coaches do a fantastic job, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, what is it, 33 in a row or something for middle school football? That's
I don't know.
That's pretty impressive. And it's not all the athletes when you do it that many years in a row, because it's always changing, and Beal City's always got a good group of kids. But
a lot of times it's the community, it's the parents, it's the home, the pride and the excellence, and I don't know, it's just a good place to be.
All right, and so for you, what's more fun for you to watch Grady do? Is it throw a touchdown, run a touchdown, or is it seeing him make a big play on defense? For you as a dad, what's your absolute favorite thing?
I guess I was a defender, so I didn't play both ways. So I guess probably defense, but just the smile on his face. I'm telling you, anymore. I've done this a long time, and when kids are happy and they're smiling and they're having a good time, it's all that matters to me.
Yep. And on the flip side, you're down 36-0 at the half. You have to come out and play a second half. The life lessons these Valley Lutheran kids are learning right now, there's still a lot of importance to being in a game like this, even though you're down.
Oh, handling adversity is a huge part of life. You know, we talk about a lot with my basketball players, is how to handle adversity and how to be tougher, stronger, and better from it. But yeah, they can learn a lot from that. We can also learn, you know, I think when you don't play hard, though, that's when injuries happen, and you got to keep yourself safe out there. You got to play hard every play.
Yep, Coach Gatrell, thanks. Actually, one last question. What's Grady's number one sport? Because part of me just thinks growing up around the gym, it's probably basketball. But I mean,
I think it's hoops. But he does still love football, and he loves track too. So I mean, it's he. You know, whatever season's in, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, Logan Borodachuk was the first one to have that answer. What's your favorite sport? And he said, whatever season it is. Doesn't really matter. But, Coach, thanks so much for chatting with me, man. We'll be seeing you guys a whole lot come this basketball season, man. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And we're going to send it off to a message from Isabella Bank. And this week in MHSA Sports, you're listening to the Gates Drilling and Service, watching the Gates Drilling and Service halftime report here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Elevate your banking experience. Isabella Bank is your local banking partner. We understand the importance of personalized service, providing solutions that fit your unique needs. When you bank with us, together we can drive positive change and build stronger communities. Experience banking redefined. Make the switch today and experience banking that goes beyond. Isabella Bank. Local. Growing. Staying. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
11 years and counting on the NFHS network, and a wild shootout into it. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. High school games from across Michigan at all levels have been broadcast on the NFHS network for more than 11 years now. That's more than 175,000 games from more than 600 high schools in the state. Last year alone, more than 50,000 events aired on the NFHS network. The oldest game available to watch on demand is from August 30th, 2013, a varsity football matchup between Adrian and Carleton Airport, a game Adrian won 26-7. In addition to tons of regular season contests, the NFHS Network is home to MHSAA postseason events. This fall, the football, soccer, and volleyball playoffs are all available, as well as the cross-country and swimming and diving finals. In the winter, basketball, competitive cheer, gymnastics, ice hockey, and wrestling is all on, followed by baseball, lacrosse, soccer, softball, and track and field in the spring. Monthly and annual subscriptions are available, with a portion of your subscription fee going back to the school you designate. But you can watch any game from any high school in the country, including all past games that are available. Can't make it out to a game in person? Support your favorite school by watching them on the NFHS Network. Go to NFHSnetwork.com to sign up and watch. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Birmingham Groves' Teddy Abbott. He had 3 interceptions in one quarter, including a pick 6 and a 35-7 win over Rochester. Abbott becomes just the 4th player in MHSAA history with 3 interceptions in a single quarter. Okemos golfer Elena Lee, she fired a school record 64 to claim the individual medalist honors at the CAAC Open. She also helped her team to a school record team score and team title. And at Kingsford's Gavin Grondin. He had an 86-yard kickoff return for a touchdown as the Flivers knocked off Negaunee, avenging last season's loss to the Miners.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
Let's talk tennis, specifically the rules around the net. First, tennis nets are 42 inches high at the post and 36 inches high in the center, and nets measure 42 feet wide. Players and their equipment cannot touch the net during a point. However, a player's follow-through can cross over the net if the ball was to hit the correct side of the court. But no part of the follow-through can touch the net. Also, the ball must completely cross the net before it can hit. If your opponent hits a high lob and you are standing at the net ready to smash a return, you must wait until the ball is completely over the net before hitting it. Making contact with the net during a play or hitting the ball before it's over the net results in a loss of a point.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. If you like touchdowns and not a ton of tackling, then DeWitt versus Hurricane last Friday was the game for you. Hurricane made the 6.5-hour bus ride up from West Virginia to take on the Panthers, and when it was done, the record book needed work. DeWitt won 70-63. Yes, there were 19 total touchdowns scored in this one. That's a touchdown every 2.5 minutes. The game was tied 7 times, and there were 7 lead changes. Hurricane jumped in front on the game's first play, a 90-yard touchdown pass. DeWitt battled back to take a 21-20 lead after the first quarter. It was tied at 35 at half, tied at 49 after 3, and both teams had fourth quarter leads. DeWitt's Elliott Larner ran for 279 yards, a new school record, and 5 touchdowns. The 70 points is a new school record, set just 3 weeks after scoring 69 in a season-opening win against Hazlitt. And on the other end of the scoring spectrum last week, Midland Dow knocked off Bay City Western 3-2. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
Hey, Rowan, want to toss the ball around?
No, thanks.
A quick game of chess?
Maybe later.
Want me to teach you to ride a bike?
Papa, we did all that when I was little.
I guess you're right. Marbury Law's kept me so busy, time has just flown by.
There is one thing, though. You got any cookies?
Thought you'd never ask.
over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical. Welcome back inside our Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction, and our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. So we get you ready for the second half, which is sure to be a quick second half. It is 36-0 Beal City with the lead here at the half. It'll be a running clock for the second half. I think a lot of our things are already kind of determined. Bill's custom fabrication of the game, something special is going to have to happen for it to overtake the 40-yard touchdown run from Grady Gatrell. And he also had 5 first-half touchdowns. When you start to think about our Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, it's going to be hard to take it away from Mr. Grady Gatrell. It's a big shout out to his pops taking some time to join with me at the half to talk a little bit about his son and just the the competitiveness and just how much fun it's got to be for him to be out here watching. And then, oh boy, with him coming to high school basketball next year and maybe a chance to play, would be a year with his brother if he is up on varsity. That could be pretty darn special. Still a couple minutes left here of half. Both teams are out, kind of ready to go. Beal City's done during their stretching. Chargers out there stretching out a little bit. So we're going to take another quick break here on our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. When we come back, we'll get you set up for the second half. It's Beal City 36, Saginaw Valley Lutheran 0 on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student athletes from Block Electric, and go Aggies!
The Diner, where homemade favorites come to life every day for breakfast and lunch. From fluffy pancakes to savory sandwiches, The Diner has your cravings covered. Discover the perfect blend of comfort food and camaraderie at The Diner. Join them every Friday night till 7 for their famous fish fry. The Diner on North Mission, Mount Pleasant.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. 36-0 our score as we get ready to start this second half. And oh boy, it has been all Beal City in this one. First drive of the game, 6 plays, touchdown. 3 and out for Valley Lutheran. 3 plays for Beal City, touchdown. 2 plays and a fumble for Valley Lutheran. 3 plays and a touchdown for Beal City. And then it was a kick recovered by Beal City, so they had back-to-back possessions. And it was another 6 plays touchdown, then a 4 and out on a turnover on downs. And then it was a 51-yard touchdown toss from Cam Gatrell to Josiah Thielen to make it 36-0 with 1:35 or about 38 seconds left to go in the first half. Valley Lutheran ran a play, nothing happening with it. Here we are headed to the second half. It's all Beal City. Valley Lutheran will get the ball to start the second half in 10 minutes on the clock, a running clock. We could be out of here pretty early, maybe in time to go watch some CMU football kicking off at 3:30 versus San Diego State University. Kick is going to take a bounce, fielded at the 30-yard line. Some running room for the returner. Brought out to the 45-yard line. Probably will see some different numbers out there, some different jerseys for the Beal City offense and defense with this big lead. Valley Lutheran may do some of the same thing. Again, here at middle school football, these coaches, obviously, they want to win, but the main goal is preparing these kids for that next level, for the freshman, for the junior varsity, for the varsity, whatever it may be. So that's why you see Valley Lutheran coming out running the same play a whole lot of times, and they're getting stopped. But
That's okay. If you're the varsity coach, you want to see that because you want them to have those core plays down that you need to run by the time they get to senior year. Going under center. It's going to be the quarterback, Elliott. Hand it off up the middle. Again, there is just nowhere for the ball carrier to go. It's Grady Gatrell slinging him down. We got another flag coming in, and it's going to be late hit, and it's another tough one there on him. Is that a late hit? Is that not a late hit? He kind of swung him down at the last second. I think it's what got them the call there. But if my man Brett Heibel was here with me, he always talks about playing to the end of the whistle. And if you're the official out there, you've got to blow that whistle if you want those players to stop playing. Again, Gatrell slings down that young man. He stays on his feet. The whistle's not blown. He could continue to run. We've got Seth Schaefer down there, giving him nice little coaching tidbits. And if you get any advice from Seth Schaefer as a linebacker, it's going to go a long, long way. So that will be a first down for Valley Lutheran. I believe that's their second first down of the game. Now inside Beal City territory. Chance to make something happen here. Again, it's 36-0. I don't think Valley Lutheran's going to have the ability to come back in this one all the way back. But you get a score on the board here, you're going to feel a whole lot better about things. I formation look. Jumping off sides for Beal City is going to be Gunnar Manny at the line of scrimmage. And just kind of gives a, my bad on that one, guys. Again, Gunnar Manny taking part in the Little League World Series Home Run Derby. What an experience it had to be for him. And he's frustrated with himself for jumping off sides. You can just see the competitiveness of that young man right there. Two running backs in the backfield behind Elliott, lined up in an off formation, kind of offset I formation. They pitch it, trying to get that outside edge as Richardson is going to be hit by Zion and then taken down by Gottlieb and a couple of other Aggies. It'll be 2nd down and 5. The carry from Richardson. 8:30 left to go here in our third quarter. Again, it's old Beal City in this one. Elliott coming back in with the play. Big shout out to Mount Pleasant Public Schools. Welcome everybody back to school. Big win for them last night over Bay City Central. Now 3-2 on the year, and they're also hiring bus drivers and they need subs. Get started at Mount Pleasant, MT Pleasant Schools with an S.net. So one of the biggest employers in Isabella County. Great place to work. Even though you got to work with guys like Jason Bubba McClain and Jason McIntyre. First throw of the game, it's going to be incomplete. I don't mind the play design from Saginaw Michigan Lutheran Seminary, but it was a really smart play from Parker Fair. The way that Valley Lutheran has been running the football today, it would have been really easy for Fair to get sucked in on that run. He stayed with his assignment, and so it would have been a really tough catch for the intended wide receiver for Valley Lutheran Seminary. When he kind of looked up, there's kind of a hand in his face. Just been a tough catch. Nice play out there by Fair. 3rd down and 5. Valley Lutheran taking their time, getting the play. Lined up in the huddle, they trot back to the line of scrimmage. The Aggies defense, utter dominance out there today, 36-0 score. Similar to their Pinconning win earlier this year that was 60-6. Who's more impressive in a game like this? Is it the offense or is it the defense? The handoff, nowhere for the ball carrier to go, and a big hit from Gottlieb coming in to clean it up after a couple of Aggies got their hands and wrapped up the ball carrier. I believe that was Easton Cloutier in the backfield getting his hands on him. And coming in to clean it up was Gottlieb. It's now going to be 4th down and call it 7, maybe a short loss on that play. But we're definitely going to see Valley Lutheran go for it here. Lutheran's got to play. 6:20 left here in our third quarter. Again, running clock with Beal City out to this 36-0 lead at the half. Looking for the 4th down conversion are the Chargers. Set a man in motion. Now looking to throw it. Man is open, but it's overthrown. It's going to be intercepted by Josiah Thielen. He's going to return it up to the 35-yard line for Beal City. And so they go for it on 4th down, but it's an INT for Thielen. And the Aggies will have it back. They continue to lead at 36-0, and the clock will continue to run as they have that monster lead. See if Gatrell comes back out at quarterback for Beal City. He will. And you think about these players not coming out with the big lead. You know, what's that? But again, this is all about getting these guys prepared from when they are playing on those Friday night lights. That's what you want. The ball's not actually going to be marked into the correct spot. I think they're just going to have to move it back a couple yards. Actually, no, the official's saying, no, guys, the football is where I put it, not where you've got the chain gate. And so we'll reset it up here. It's going to be a shotgun look for Gatrell. One wide receiver to his left. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield. Takes the shotgun snap. It's going to be a quick throw over to Latham. Then he's going to pitch it. Trying to throw a little trickery here to Thielen. Thielen's going to pick up a yard, maybe 2. Brought down on the play by Emmett Richardson. Give Richardson some credit. He has ran the ball today and gotten hit a lot, but he is trying to return some of those lickings from his linebacker position. A good job right there as we talk about that J&J Auto Collision Report. But I like the play design. You throw it over to Latham, not necessarily a hook and ladder, or maybe it is a hook and ladder, just not nearly as risky as when you do it over the middle of the field. Latham and Gross are going to be the 2 wing backs. Thielen is going to be lined up at fullback, back behind Gatrell. Gatrell calling out a couple signals to Thielen there in the backfield. Set a man in motion. It's Latham trying to run some trickery here. They go to Zion on the reverse. Zion gets into the open field and shows the Jets. He burns by everybody. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Alden Zion on the 58-yard run for Beal City. And it is now 42-0 on the 58-yard touchdown run from Zion. It's the second time we've seen Beal City run that play today. Both times it has been very, very effective. You send the man in motion on the pitch. You get everybody going that way, and then he pitches it to the speedster, Zion, on the reverse. He had one man to beat, and he sprinted right by him. 42-0 our score. 3:47 left here in the third. Clock is stopped for a moment with the touchdown on the board. Beal City will come out going for 2 again. After what we've seen from Beal City, I don't think we'd see them attempt an extra point no matter the situation. Zion in the backfield at fullback. One of the wing backs is Jax Latham. Set a man in motion. Going to be a false start. It's going to back up the Aggies 5 yards. Make this 2-point conversion a bit more difficult. 3:47 left in our third. It's all Beal City. They lead at 42-0 here on this one. So that'll back them up 5 yards, and we will do it again. Zion going to be lined up in the middle of the full house. Latham to one side. I think it's Bauman to the other side on the far side. That is not Bauman, pardon me. That is Bland, Conley Bland on the handoff. He's not going to be able to get the 2-point conversion. Good penetration from the Charger defense. It is 42-0. It is all Beal City in this one. We're going to take another quick break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Back with more Aggie middle school football right after this. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes, working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes, working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Chris Bachman, Adam Gursky here with you on a Saturday afternoon, bringing you some middle school football. For all those out there that couldn't make it to this game or want to check out these Aggies as they look to move to 5-0. Not a young season anymore. We're already halfway through the high school season.
and they've only got one more game after this in the middle school regular season. Handoff for the Aggies, trying to find some room to the outside is going to be Brody Weber. He's going to be brought down after a pickup of maybe one or two. Nice open field tackle from Valley Lutheran. So bring up 3rd down and 2. And this clock will continue to roll here in this 4th quarter with the monster lead for the Beal City Aggies. A big shout out to our friends at WW Construction, Bogwai Benga and Bradley, Gross Farms and Brad Gross Electric, Schaefer's Bait and Sporting Goods, Rick's Food Center, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, Boomer's Lawn Care, Mid-Michigan Industries, along with Barry Funeral Home. Full house backfield. Ball carrier Thielen taking some time looking to find the hole. It's not there, though. He's going to be brought down really close to 1st down yardage. Pardon me, that was actually Thomas Holbein on the carry. He will have 1st down yardage for the Aggies. Nice patient run from the ball carrier that time. Wasn't a whole lot open. Just did a good job. Make sure he saw the hole, knew what he needed to pick up, and was able to make it happen. First down and 10 for Beal again. Clock a moving here. 8:30 left to go here in the 4th quarter. It's 42-0. Beal City with the monster lead. Full house backfield again for Beal City. Gatrell dropping back. He's looking to throw. He's got a man out there. It's going to be a low throw, but diving to make the catch is going to be Brody Weber. And they will give it to him. Nice job getting low to make that one before it hit the grass. It'll be 2nd down. We'll call it 2 or 3 now for Beal City. And again, you wonder, well, why are you throwing the football with the big lead? I will say it a bunch of times in middle school football, all the time in middle school football. The number one goal for Thomas McCann, Schaefer's, and the crew, this Beal City middle school staff, is to get these kids prepared for that high school level. Doesn't matter the score, doesn't matter what's going on. They want these kids to come out here and continue to execute. And that's what they're doing right now. 2nd down and 1 with 7:40 left to go. Send a man in motion. They fake it to him. They're looking to throw it again. Going downfield, going up to make the catch in traffic is Parker Fair, but it's good defense being played by Valley Lutheran. That's the other part with the big lead when you throw the football. It doesn't stop the clock. It keeps on moving, even though that was an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 1. Probably see Beal City keep it on the ground here, but again, continue to prepare for that next level. If you're Coach McCann, if Coach Schaefer, and you think it's the passing game that you need to work on, that's what you're going to work on. Gatrell's got the play call from the sideline. And actually, he's going to bring everybody back to the huddle for just a moment. Really good leadership right there from Grady Gatrell to make sure everybody's on the same point. I think he kind of came up the line, saw everybody wasn't going to be lined up correctly. So, hey, guys, we gotta make this happen here. They pitch it out, trying to find that outside edge is Bland. Dances by one defender and be very close to the 1st down marker. We'll see if he's got it. I don't think they're going to give him the spot. But a nice move, the initial point of attack to get away from the defender, but it will bring up 4th down. We're going to see Beal City go for it here. There's no point in punting it. And if they did try and kick a field goal, it would be the longest middle school football we would ever see. Be about a 47-yarder or so. So Gatrell's back out with the 4th down play. Now halfway through, well, I guess I was going to say halfway through this 4th quarter because I'm used to the 12 minutes for high school, but it's only 10 minutes for middle school. We're getting close to halfway through this 3rd quarter. Two wingbacks, fullback for Gatrell as he goes under center. And they're actually going to get Saginaw Valley Lutheran to jump off sides, and so they won't even have to snap it on 4th down. Great call right there from Gatrell and the crew. And now it does look like Grady Gatrell is going to be out of the game from his quarterback position. And, yeah, he's done some fine work. 5 first-half touchdowns are going to have him winning our Zaid Batchelder Baller of the Game. I believe Cam Gross is going to be in there now to play some quarterback for Beal City. As I look at the sideline, Roggenbuck, Thielen, not out there along with Gatrell. Latham also out of the game now as well. Holbein getting himself a break. Zion also not out on the field. It's going to be Gross lined up at quarterback. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle to Parker Shaner. Shaner with a big stiff arm running to the far side of the field. He's going to have a gain of 6 or 7 here on first down. Again, that clock continues to move here in this fourth quarter, and that's what you want if you're Coach Thomas McCann and the crew. You'd love to get another score here, but you'd also just love to end the game with the football as well. If you can pick up another, so they can pick up one more first down outside the 10 and get one inside the 5. I think we'll probably see them punch it in before they pick up those 2 first downs. If you're Valley Lutheran, again, it's a tough situation, but you still want to get the football back and see if you can make something happen on offense. Come to you from the Barberry Law Studios. Big shout to Gates Drilling and Service, our halftime sponsor. We got your Bird All-American Grill post-game show coming up. We're talking about that Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game, the Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, and so much more. It looked like the ball was snapped. Gross wasn't ready for it. Or it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Waiting to see the exact. Yeah, it'll be a false start. I think the snap might have came too early. Maybe had the rare false start on the center there, possibly. But nonetheless, it's going to back up Beal City 5 yards. So instead of 2nd and 2, it's going to be 2nd down and 7. But the clock does continue to run here. Hand it off up the middle. The Holbein. We've got a flag coming in. A short pickup. Wait to see on the penalty flag. That will stop the clock for a moment with 3:25 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Pardon me, it was Gallagher on the carry there. Officials sorting out the flag on the far side of the field. Again, looked like it was going to be a hold in the same position where you always see the hold. They double check. Valley Lutheran wants to accept it. Of course they do. So that'll back up Beal City a few more yards. We'll do the 2nd down again. Again, the clock continues to run. That's the main thing if you're Beal City. You got that big lead. You just now need to get to the end of the game, and you will be 5-0 on the season. Still a big game coming up in a couple weeks with Oscoda, but you've guaranteed yourself a spot in that championship game. At least that's what Thomas McCann was telling me earlier today. We'll see if post-game we can catch up with him, maybe the Schaefer brothers. Gross dropping back, looking to throw. The lefty launches it. It's almost, dropped at the 6-yard line by Fair. He wants that one back. It would have been an amazing leaping catch, kind of outstretched the opposite way. But he wants to bring that catch down every time for his quarterback. Gross just kind of slung that one up there as well to give his teammate a chance to go get it. Almost went and got it. And despite the incompletion, the clock continues to run. Cameron Gross getting the play from Coach McCann. 2:30 left to go here in our ball game. All Beal City. 36-0 at the half. In the second half, we had 4 possessions. First one was an interception, or actually both possessions for Valley Lutheran were interceptions for Thielen. Beal City had a long touchdown run from Alden Zion. Then just running some clock here on this one. It's going to be a shotgun look for Gross on the 3rd down and 14 situation. He's got 2 wide receivers lined up to his left. It's a short snap. He's got to dance. He's got to throw. He's rolling out, trying to give himself some time. He just throws this one away at the last second. And so it'll be incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and long for Valley Lutheran. You see some high fives over there from the Valley Lutheran players. Again, that's the fun part about football. You can be getting your butt kicked the whole game, but then you can still go kick butt on a particular play or two, and it's a whole lot of fun. 4th down and long for Beal City. Clock continues to move. Valley Lutheran has put a player back deep to receive the punt, but I don't really know if you're going to punt it if you're Beal City inside your own 30-yard line. Gross, Gallagher coming back in with the play for Beal City. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Beal City throw it here. I also wouldn't be surprised to see Beal City just kind of keep it on the ground and maybe give it back to Valley Lutheran. I don't think we're going to see him punt it, though. They're lined up in a shotgun, what could be a punt formation if they want to drop Gross back. But no, he's going to drop back looking to throw it. Slings it out there looking for Gottliber. Gottliber lets it go through the wickets at about the 14-yard line. I think he would have, or pardon me, the 11-yard line. I think he would have had the first if he would have brought it in. But it doesn't really matter now at this point if you are Beal City, because you lead it 42-0. And despite the turnover on downs, that clock is going to continue to move. It's first down and 10 for Valley Lutheran. They may be able to run one play or two if they hurry. Let's see if we can get Coach Thomas McCann up here in the post game. What a big win for them as they continue that long, long winning streak. 18 seconds left to go. This will be the final play of the game. Going to look to throw it. It's going to be caught by Valley Lutheran. Getting away from one tackler is the receiver. Brought down out of bounds near the 50-yard line is the receiver. So Valley Lutheran on the final play of the game, at least they're able to complete themselves a pass. And so give them a little bit of love there. Those kids from Valley Lutheran never stopped fighting. I want to make sure I give them credit for that. They continue to fight, and continue to fight despite being down big in this one. It's about time for our Bird All-American Grill post-game show coming right up after this here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Jenna Gates.
And Kyle Gates here. We are the 5th generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Chris Bachman alongside Adam Gursky. I sent a text to Thomas McCann, but I think he's ready to go celebrate with his team after the monster 42-0 victory. Beal City coming away a winner. It is the Bird All-American Grill post-game show. Shout to some more of our friends, Bill's Custom Fab. The Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game. Beal City had a lot of big offensive plays, but there was one particular play that was bigger than any, I think, and it was the 40-yard touchdown run that Grady Gatrell had, and there wasn't really any point where it seemed like these guys might have some trouble in this game or anything like that, but oh man, that play that Gatrell had to go 40 yards or so was just an absolute big one, and we do got Mr. Gatrell and Thomas McCann along with Josiah Thielen here joining me, and one of us is going to have a quiet headset here. I will take it back when we figure out which one it is, because I'm the loudest one in the world here. And so have all of you guys join me. I'm going to give this one to you, Josiah. Thank you. All right, and now I do think I got the quiet one. Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah.
All right, let me move that in a little closer there, Grady. We got Josiah Thielen, Grady Gatrell here with us in the post-game show up in the booth. And Thomas, talk a little bit about the win, first of all, 42-0. You just got to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, for sure. I thought our guys showed up today, executed very well offensively and defensively. We had a pretty big game plan this week because we've never played them. So a lot of work went into scheming and trying to put our guys in the right position to be successful, and I thought that our guys came out ready to play today, last home game of the year, and showed them what our team's all about.
All right, I'm sorry, Josiah, but I got to bring it up. The first play of the game, you're kind of wide open going down the sideline, but you kind of made up for it. But do you think you're going to be open on that first play? Was it something that Thomas had drawn up?
Yeah, I've been working on that play like a lot in practice. Every game we played, I've tripped, stuttered, or something, and it always seems to get on my fingertips, and I just drop it.
Hey, but it was one of those Grady kind of made up for it real quick, and then he ended up making some big plays. But I kind of had my Bill's custom fabrication of the game, per se, of that 40-yard touchdown run for Grady. And it looked like that was a broken play, was it, Grady?
Yeah. Was it a counter? And I just got blitzed, and
yeah, it looked like
counter
you wanted
wouldn't
to
be
hand it
open.
off to Josiah here, but there was somebody right there, so you took it out to the edge. What did you see from your big quarterback on that play?
So I saw that they blitzed, both linebackers blitzed. So Grady just made a great play, was an athlete, and Grady's out there. He can make plays like that, and that was completely him being a gamer, and that's why he's out there at quarterback for us.
Yeah, talk about why you brought these two up here for the post-game interview. Like I said, Grady had those 5 first-half touchdowns. Josiah had a big game as well, the 2 interceptions.
So I chose these two today because they were absolute gamers all season long. When we needed a big play, they both made a play. Grady's one of the best players I've ever seen, especially at this level. He's got a very, very bright future, and I think that he just deserved to get the credit today because all year long we've leaned on him, and he's executed and hasn't let us down. Josiah is just a very athletic kid. He's very fast. He's got great hands. He's a 7th grader. It's just pretty amazing. He's one of our best players as a 7th grader, and so I'm super excited for his future as well.
Yeah, Josiah, what's it like having a quarterback like Grady? Because like I said, middle school football, you don't expect to be going 20, 30 yards down the field, but he's just got the ability to do that.
Well, Grady's got a really good arm. He's fast, athletic. So when I'm running the 5 and 9, I know I'm going to be open. He's going to give me the ball perfectly. So.
Yeah, I mean, Grady, what goes through your mind when you're out there, Max? You're just dropping dimes. You have 5 first-half touchdowns, or is it just you're out there playing, let's just make the next play happen?
I got to lead Joe. Got to lead him deep.
You got to lead him. What's that? What do you mean exactly by saying that? Is that a little coach speak there? Or?
He knows in practice Joe's going to go run under it and get it. He's just got to get it to him.
All right. Oh, Josiah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm picking up some of the nicknames.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
All right. So
we just call him Joe.
Yep. You know, you throw it as long as you can. He's going to go out.
Yeah,
there.
you got to lead him because he's pretty fast. So.
Yep. And I was asking your dad at halftime. What's your number 1 sport? Is it football or
basketball?
Basketball is your favorite. All right. I say Dad kind of make him choose that, but
no, he doesn't.
He does. Player of the game, I felt like it was got to be these two, so I'm glad you brought them up. The 2 interceptions, that second pick that this young man had right here, Teal, and you guys were all kind of doing the helmet on the head. Is that kind of a Moss thing or something like that for you guys? What's that all about?
I wasn't doing it. I was just hyping him up.
All right, what was that all about when you made that pick there, Josiah?
It's like when you're like one-on-one, you just get right above them.
All right.
It's like
head top them.
Head top them, you know.
Have you heard the head top, or are we getting old, Thomas?
Yeah, they're teaching us some new things pretty much every single day.
All right, but congratulations to you guys. You guys have secured a spot now in that championship game over at Northwood. You got to take on Oscoda next week. What's it going to take to beat that Oscoda? Or 2 weeks you got Oscoda. Have you looked into them much at all, Thomas?
Yeah, so we've played them a couple times. We have a bye week this week, so we're going to clean some things up and try and get a little better on offense with our blocking schemes and stuff like that, running crisper routes. I'm really proud of these guys, especially Coach Seth Schaefer. He called a great game defensively, and they couldn't do anything. He had the guys in the right spots, and our players executed and made the plays. And as a coach, that's all you can ask for, and they definitely did that today.
Yeah, I think there might have been negative yards on the day if you go back and look at it. There wasn't a whole lot of running room out there, and you could tell a couple times when 52 got into the open field, he was going to be tough to bring down, but you guys just didn't let him get into the open field. But Josiah, Grady, congratulations. Thomas, what is that? Is that 33 in a row now?
It is. Yep, it's all about the kids. They win the games. We just try and put them in the right spots.
When I say 33 in a row to you, Grady, how does that make you feel?
My brother was his first year, so it's pretty cool.
So you guys are kind of carrying that out.
Yeah, I've known him for a while, and we work for it in practice every day. Every day, a lot of energy in practice. Looking forward to these next 2 weeks.
How much does the tradition matter to you guys? Because like I said, you're playing middle school football, but every Friday you're seeing those teams just succeed. Does that kind of build into you guys just growing up and it's an expectation?
Yeah, can't wait for Friday because I know what they did. I see them in the weight room every day, a bunch of high schoolers. So,
yeah, you feel the same way about that, Josiah?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Thomas, any last thoughts, man?
I appreciate you coming. Thanks for everything.
Hey,
good job, guys.
Didn't get to work out a couple of those away games, but we'll be over there at Northwood if we're able to make that happen. And thank you to you guys for giving us more Beal City football to call, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
We'll let these guys go celebrate with the teammates. And that's going to wrap up our broadcast here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Beal City, a big winner, 42-0 over Saginaw Valley Lutheran. Now moving on to that championship game for middle school football. Back with more action next Tuesday as Saginaw Academy takes on Breckenridge in big-time volleyball action. Thanks for listening to the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.